Hi everyone, welcome to my 5 at live at 5 even. Thank you for joining me today. As you will know, I like to do these sessions once a week to talk about a specific topic to do with Salesforce. As you will know that we offer training and recruitment to not only individuals but also organizations. We have some superb sponsors that we are always grateful for, and we have the opportunity for you to come on and ask any questions to me or my team. So, today, something a little bit different. I do normally talk about a specific course or a specific journey for you. But today I thought it would be useful to go over a few frequently asked questions, just so that I can give you some answers to the questions that you need. And of course, if you would like to drop any questions at any point into the chat, that's why I'm here. You can ask me any questions or you can book in some time, and I would be delighted, as I say, for me or my team to talk you through best next steps. Now, I don't know where you are currently, so you could be brand new looking to start out in the ecosystem. You could be looking to pivot your career. You could be a teacher or a nurse that wants to change your life up and get a better flexible work-life balance. You could be someone who's had a career break. And of course, at Supermums, as I like to say, we do predominantly have probably about 80% female or mums, but we do invite everyone to join, and I'm talking globally. Doesn't matter where in the world you live, it doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter what your background is. We are absolutely delighted and thrilled to invite you into this amazing community where everyone supports and guides and helps each other. So I just wanted to first of all give you a few dates for your diary, just so that you are aware of when our next courses are. That is really important because if you're planning to do one of our courses, you need to know. So you might want to pop these dates in your diary when you hear the specific course that I'm going to mention that is of interest to you. I will start off with admin because the foundational knowledge, if you want to know where to get started, admin is your first point of call. So you might decide that you want to be a business analyst, or you want to be a consultant, or you want to go down agent force route, which is another whole conversation. Whatever route you want to go down, you need to do admin first so that you learn the system from the front end to the back end. So in terms of admin, we do have a course starts this week. This week is mainly introductions, so week 1 will be next week. But with our ultimate and our essentials course, and again, if you want to know more about what those are and what they mean, book in some time, and I'm going to put the link in a second. But with the ultimate and the essentials, you will have live sessions, and you will have, again, depending on which one you do, there is the option of having a mentor and work experience. There's all sorts of things that you can do if you sign up to the admin course, but that will give you the foundational knowledge, as I say. So with admin, there are 3 options. There is, as I said, the ultimate and the essentials. Introductions are this week, but next week you would be able to join week 1 of live session. Now, because, as I said, we are global, with admin, we offer 2 different time zones. So you can either join on a Tuesday morning at 9:30 for 3 hours, or if you're in the US or you're working, you might want to join the 6 p.m. on a Thursday. So as I say, the next ultimate or essentials admin course is week commencing the 24th is the actual physical start. If you miss that date or you're not quite ready, the next cohort for the ultimate and essentials is the 5th of May. We then do have an option of accelerator, which the accelerator course is week commencing the 3rd of March. So only a week after the ultimate and essential starts, but they are the 3 options. And if you have a look on the website, and I'll drop the link in shortly, you'll be able to see the difference between the 3 admin options. If you are a marketeer, now Marketing Cloud is probably the only one that I would suggest if you've got marketing experience, you would be able to do without admin. I I always say that admin is a good first step, but with Marketing Cloud, you don't necessarily need that. And Marketing Cloud is something that's worth getting into because some organizations don't take projects on because there aren't enough people in that space. But again, if you want some more advice on which place to start, then ask me. But the next Marketing Cloud course is week commencing the 24th of March. So if that's something you're planning to do, then book in a call with me or my team and we can absolutely go through that with you. Now, consultancy. The next consultancy course is week commencing the 21st of April. So if that is of interest to you, again, I will say you will need to have done your admin first. So you need to learn the system and then you can do our consultancy course. Now, our consultancy course comes as I said, live instructor-led course from the 21st of April. We do have online where you can book in and have the on-demand content. So obviously that's where you get the content, but you don't get the live sessions. What I would say to you is if you want to ask me, then book in some time and I can go through that with you. CRM analytics is another big one, and it's taken by our amazing trainer, Liam. So if you've already come across Liam, or you've done some training with Liam, you will already know. And that is week commencing the 14th of April. CRM analytics is a great next step for you and for your company. We're then looking at Data Cloud. Data Cloud is a great inroad for Agentforce, and watch this space because we'll have more information on that soon. And then so that's week commencing the 10th of March, and then MuleSoft is week commencing the 17th of March. You'll likely be more into developer role if you want to go for that. But again, ask me, come on a call and ask me about any of these courses. I am just going to drop in, let me just grab some links and I'll just pop them in at this point because you might feel like you want to ask a question. So as I say, you can book in some time with me there. I'm going to also grab my email address and drop that one in. So there's my email address. As I say, any questions, please feel free to message me. Or if you're on live, you're welcome to ask in the chat. I will also put in the website because that is really useful. And based on what I've just said, of course, if you've come in late and you want to watch this again, you can do so. But let me just pop that in there. And last of all, I'm going to put in my LinkedIn because if you want to, you can DM me on my LinkedIn. So let me just find that a second and then I'll drop that in. Okay, so hopefully that will be useful for you. Now, something I promised at the beginning of this session was I wanted to go through a few frequently asked questions and give you some answers. Again, have a one-to-one with me and I will be delighted to go through your current circumstances to talk about what you're doing now, what you've done previously, where you plan to go, and we can put a plan together. But if you would just like some answers to some frequently asked questions, then I'm happy to go through that with you. So one question I get asked is, do we get work experience with the training? Now, if you were to do the admin course, yes, you do get work experience. If you did the ultimate admin course, which has all the bells and whistles, you'll get a project to do with an organization. So that is really good. There is also some work experience with our accelerator program as well. So as I say, if you've got any questions about that, please ask me. But in answer to question one, yes, you do with certain courses. The second question that I have is, do you offer payment plans? Now, again, depending on which particular course that you would like to go for, yes, we do offer payment plans. When you think about the cost of any training, whatever training you do for whatever you plan to do in the future, another big question is ROI. So everybody wants to know, I'm going to put my time and my money, I'm going to invest my time and my money into this training. What's going to happen at the end of it? And I always say to people that if you ask anyone that's actually gone into a Salesforce role, you will get back more than the cost of your course in your first paycheck, as did I. I did the training way before I worked for Supermums. So again, it's certainly opened a door up for me. So payment plans is, yes, another tick. So if you've got questions on that, there may be payment plans that aren't showing on the website. So again, email me, book in some time with me, and I can go over the plans that we can offer. Another question is, obviously on everyone's lips, are trainees successful in Salesforce roles? And obviously from our side, we want to give you the best experience possible. We want to support you and guide you, and we are all about your success. That's why we're here. That's why I speak to people globally every single day, and I tell them about the program because, as I said, there are so many success stories out there, and I will drop in a link shortly for some success stories because it's definitely worth having a look at those. But we have, I would suggest, a 75% success rate. So our course does equip you to gain the knowledge, to be able to get the certification, to be onboarded at that point with our recruitment team. And that's where obviously you're going to get job alerts. Now, I would also add to that if you are planning to go down a journey and you're planning to learn the system from the back end to the front end, whether you've been an end user, a trailblazer in your company previously, or whether you're brand new, we have people that do this training from all different backgrounds. But if you want to know about where to get started, or as I say, where to take this, I need to talk to you personally because it's pointless me saying no one size fits all. I mean, state the obvious, I understand. But the next thing that I'm asked is it flexible? Is the learning flexible? And again, depends on what course you're doing as to the time scales. But if I just go with the ultimate admin and the way that works, as I said, there are 2 options of times. So you do 1 live session every week. I am specifically talking to ultimate admin here, but again, I can talk you through the specific course that's of interest to you. Now, other than the 3-hour live session, you will do structured and guided homework in your own time. So you carve out the time to do that. So when the children are in bed, evenings, weekends, whenever it works, when they're at school, if you've got a day off work, if you're working. But as I say, come to me and we can work out, some times. Again, it depends on what you're interested in and what you're doing. So another one I get asked is the training virtual? Everything we do is virtual. I will add at that point that we have a superb community of people, And if you are in the London area, although I've got to say I'm in North Devon and I always go to Supermums events because it's always great to meet other people that have done what I've done. And obviously for me, it's like a proud mum moment to see where it's taken them in their career. We've got some people in incredible careers. But yes, the training is virtual, everything's done online. So hopefully that answers that question for you. So, in terms of prerequisites, again, it depends on what specific course you're looking at. But if you are brand new, there is no prerequisites. You don't have to have done anything particular. If you've worked on a CRM previously, even if it's not Salesforce, it might be useful to you. But we've had people that are florists. We've had doctors. I say doctors, more nurses probably. We've had an airline pilot. We've had people in the financial industry. From every different background, people pivot their careers into Salesforce, regardless of what they've done previously. It is a springboard step into technical. I will say as well that if you're looking at the Salesforce admin as the starting point, you don't have to have done anything before, so you are able to just start from brand new and go into the role. Go into the training to enable you to be able to put your CV in to get a role. So another question I get asked is, what is Salesforce? So in answer to that, Salesforce is the world's #1 CRM. It's used by 150,000 customers globally. Thousands of organizations, over 90% of the Fortune 500 use Salesforce. There are some really top organizations that use Salesforce, as well as some charities, some non-profits. There are across the board, whatever industry you've ever experienced, there will likely be a company that you can put your hat in the ring and say, I already know how this industry works, but I've also got my Salesforce certs. So that is where the great matches come, and that's where you're going to get the interviews from. So I would say salaries probably start around the 35,000 mark, 35,000 mark. But again, the more you've done, the more you've upskilled, the more likely you are to earn the big bucks. So when we talk about you being valuable, the more, as I say, the more certs you've got, the more experience you've had, you become more valuable to any organization. Hence the reason you can earn lots more than the 30, 35 that I mentioned. So what I will also do, and I'll do this in a second, there is a piece on our website that is all about different careers and different career options, because again, there are many different roles you can do within Salesforce. You need to know the system. Anybody that's spoken to me before will know one thing that I say, one of many things, is you have to walk before you can run. So you've got to do the admin program first. Again, a conversation we'll have. But we will help you to get to where you want to be. We believe our work experience project provides you with the valuable experience that you need to add to your CV. And along with this and your industry background and your transferable skills, of course, that's where you're going to get the interviews. And I mean, is there job guarantees? I haven't got that on my list of questions that I was going to say, but clearly that's the reason that you're doing all of this, right? There is no job guarantees with anything you do. But what I will say is it will get you your foot on the ladder to be able to get an incredible, well-paid career that is flexible. Often you're working tech. I now get to talk to people all over the world every day while looking out at my garden. So when my husband is going out in the morning in the pouring rain, I just walk into my lounge or to my office, depends on where where the mood takes me on the day. But I'm able to sit and, if I want to go and make a cup of tea in my kitchen, I can do that. I love it. I wish I'd found this when my children were small. So, just another question we get asked quite a lot is, what separates Supermums from other training providers? Now, S Supermums is a Salesforce authorized training provider. Not everyone has that, so you have to know what you're doing to be able to deliver Salesforce content. There's different ways to train up. There is things like Trailhead. Now, again, if you want to know about that, then come on a call with me and I can explain it. But when I started doing some Trailhead. But for me personally, I don't know about you, but I needed some support and some guidance and some structure. Because unless somebody said to me, Lynn, you need to turn up next Tuesday to a live session, I just wasn't going to do it. And I found that my learning just took a little bit of a dip. So one of the main reasons that people sign up with Supermums is that support, the structure, the guidance to enable you to get to where you want to be. Support is another big word for confidence, and confidence is something that I've seen so many people go through our program and they come out a different person than when they started. Because you go in with trepidation, you go in thinking, I don't know if I can do this, but you absolutely can. Anyone can do this. So, again, book in some time with me, drop me an email, and I'll be able to go through things with you. So, again, you'll get a mentor with some of our courses. A one-to-one mentor is so valuable. When I did my training, I had an amazing mentor. I still speak to her now. Quite often I'll see her at events and things like that. But even so, it's the community, the support that you get. And, everyone is so thrilled when you get a cert or when you get a new job. And it's genuine people who have done what you're doing and want you to succeed. And they absolutely do. So I would say that we will motivate you, we will give you that confidence, we will give you the employability support. And we believe that with all of the additional help and support and content, that's critical for you to launch your career successfully. So I think I'm going to grab a couple of those. I mentioned about success stories. So let me just I'm just going to go on the website and grab the link to the success stories because that will be useful for you. And as I said, if you've got any questions, you can drop them in at any point. And I was also going to drop in there the career paths because that will also be useful for you. Let me just find that. There you go. I've dropped that into there. So I think you've got enough there. And I hope that that's been useful. As I said, my email address is in there. Please feel free to email me with any questions at all that you have about any of our training programs. I can give you dates. And again, if you're late to this session and you want to see the dates, I have actually mentioned them at the beginning of the session. So go back and watch that again. Email me, book in some time. Even if you think, I'm not even sure what she's talking about, and I don't really know if it's something I want to do, just book in a session. We can have a coffee and a chat. It can be really personal. It can be as structured as you like. I've got a slide deck if you want me to go through that with you. I can go through different parts of the website with you, or we can just have a chat. I'm here to help you. So, I genuinely hope that you can book in some time and we can have a chat, and I can go through things in more in more detail for you. So, if no one has any questions, I'm probably going to stop there because I'll just keep talking all night. But I hope that the frequently asked questions session was useful to you. As I say, I am here to answer any questions that you have. Just reach out to me. I'm just going to pop in again. I'm just going to pop in my, let me just grab it again. I'm just going to grab my live session because I don't want you to have missed it. But genuinely, just book in and I would love to talk to you. So once again, thank you for joining me. I am here to support you. I'm here to guide you, and I hope to speak to you very soon. If I don't speak to you soon, I'll see you next Wednesday. Take care.